And let's take a look at the pre-ban between YEONHONG and POOLD. YEONHONG favorite LD will be Devaraya and Laura. Both share the same counter. That's going to be Juno. So will YEONHONG pre-ban the Juno? Nah. It's going to be Bella and Laura getting pre-ban here for these two players. Bella being one of the strongest unit in the entire SWC, being used in many different regions and proven to be super effective against a variety of drafts. YEONHONG's going to go for the first pick, Oliver here. And the response from POOLD will potentially be the Vanessa Cigar on Jamire's segment. Or will he surprise us with something totally different today? He's going to go for Miles Rakuni, breaking the trio, stealing it away from YEONHONG-187. So the response will be Praha and Shizuka, providing the speed, the heal, and the debuff for YEONHONG-187. POOLD can have the option to go for a strong AoE strip here potentially. It's going to be a Cigar getting picked up by POOLD, but what will be his speed lead of choice? Is he going to go for a Vanessa against these two water unit here? Or is he going to go for like a Tomoe? He's going to go for a water Ryu for the strip, allowing the Cigar to control even better. But what will YEONHONG do against this? Is he going to go for something new and exciting like a Wind Monkey? Or is he going to go for like a Leo into an LD unit last pick to counter this Miles Rakuni combo? It's going to be Vert picking up by YEONHONG. And the last pick will be an Ethna trying to go for that first turn stun here. So looking like he might be bending out the Rakuni to allow his healer and attack bar gain to be ultra effective against POOLD, because you can't control the Vert and the Praha forever. And the last pick for POOLD will be a Geo. Looks like he's going to ban out a Vert here and trying to use this Geo to control. No, it's going to be last picking a Ragdoll, because there are many crit units coming out from YEONHONG. So Ragdoll's going to be even more effective in the last pick here. Might have to be a... No, I think it's still going to be a Rakuni ban, and YEONHONG will try to out-sustain POOLD. No, it's going to be a Ragdoll ban, leaving the Miles Rakuni combo in. But with the Vert and Praha, I think he's going to match up the pace with POOLD team. Round 1 between YEONHONG-187 and POOLD with not a single LD in sight. Here we go. First pick. First turn is going to belong to the Miles getting a strip, but no stun onto the Praha. Praha can go for the sleep, and that will be the Praha choice. Go for the sleep and the heal. Speed up for the team as well. And with the Shizuka trying to go for the strip onto the Cigar, but could not get it done. But the Oliver get the ultimate reward. That is going to be pushing back the attack bar of a Rakuni in the first turn. And that will control the Rakuni for a very long amount of time. And during this time, the Shizuka will try to bring down the cooldown of the Praha, but she got reset it by the Cigar. But that is going to be the biggest value attack come out from the Cigar, because there's going to be not a whole lot of AoE control unless this Mora trying to go for that AoE Despair stun. But is that even on Despair? It might be on Violent as well. Here we go, guys. Big AoE come out from the Mora here. And it's going to Despair stun the Praha, keeping her away from healing the entire team. But she's also one Violent proc away from doing that. And that's going to be a quick reset onto the Cigar. But Cigar skill 1 is also very, very good. And that can keep the Oliver out of the way for a long period of time with the Provoke. But Oliver with the skill 3 available and this Vert pushing up attack bar every single turn, it's going to be very hard for POOLD to control the enemy team. Cigar with the skill 1 available, going straight into the Oliver. Get the Provoke, keeping Oliver from further resetting him. But POOLD is out of control at the moment, and Shizuka is getting her skill back very, very soon here. They're more going for a lucky Despair stun on the Vert, but could not get it done, and the Vert will further get more attack bar for the team, and that will allow the Praha to heal the team right at this moment, providing speed buff and control on the enemy, sleeping every single person except for Rakuni, and that is perfectly fine because the damage will be focused on Rakuni anyway. Mouse gonna Violent proc out of the sleep proc, trying to do damage on the Vert, but it didn't really mean much. And now Shizuka will soon get her skill 3 back, and she can further reduce the cooldown of the Praha skill by putting the soul protection on her. Oliver back at controlling the enemy target. Shizuka 1 turn away from the skill 3, and that's going to be a lot of debuff on the side of POOLD. Rakuni being constantly controlled by the Oliver cannot get the skill 2 back anytime soon, and with the Vert with a speed buff, Yeonhong team is moving constantly compared to POOLD with the Miles Rakuni. Oliver further controlling the Miles attack but not allowing to do any damage, and Shizuka finally dropped the skill 3 on the enemy. A lot of debuff and another turn locking down the enemy team, and Oliver is still trying to control this entire enemy team as well, getting the attack bar off the Rakuni and the Cigar. Praha will have skill 3 available next turn, and Rakuni is gonna finally go down without a healer, and this constant pressure coming out from Yeonhong. There's nothing that POOLD can do to try to bring back this game. He can't do damage, he can't heal, he can't stun, he can't do anything because of the control coming out from the Praha and the Oliver is too much to handle. If only he could strip stun in the first turn on the Praha, but unfortunately he couldn't get it done. And after that one single moment, POOLD lost the control of the match, and everything was under Oliver's turn, just pushing back everyone attack bar while Vert giving the entire team attack bar. It is such a deadly combo. And this might be GG for the first game, and we're moving on to game 2. Game 2 between Yeonhong and POOLD. Will we see a different strategy this time? Or will POOLD get absolutely countered by Yeonhong team? Last round pre-ban was Laura and Bella, which means we might see them in this game. This round pre-ban will be Jamire and Ragdoll. Yeonhong will not want to fight any Ragdoll nonsense in this round, and POOLD doesn't want to deal with a Jamire coming out from Yeonhong, which means he might be going for an Oliver first pick here. First pick for POOLD is going to be Oliver because there'll be no Jamire to counter him. So Yeonhong can have the option to go for Vanessa Cigar in this position to deal with his Oliver first pick. It's going to be the more Chungpung, a very classic RTA control team starter, more Chungpung here, but POOLD can definitely counter this with either an Ethna or a Sekhmet to put a lot of pressure on the Chungpung in the first turn. That's going to be the Sekhmet getting picked up by POOLD, and the Praha for some healing and damage as well. POOLD has the option to go for a Bella and a Nikki in the last 2 picks to put a lot of damage on YEONHONG if he's trying to go anti-control. So YEONHONG can potentially pick up the YEONHONG or Zabala to get the turn 1 and another speed lead on his side. He also have the Laura available to him to go for the turn 1. It's going to be the Laura and maybe another speed lead here. But what's going to be a high value speed lead for YEONHONG? No, it's going to go for a Masha for damage. And that synergized perfectly with the strip and the speed bump coming out from the Laura as well. So POOLD will have to potentially go for a Hey Gang to deal with the strip coming out from the YEONHONG. Or maybe a Juno as well. He's going to go with a Mouse to get that turn 1 strip stun. But it failed last time. We'll get it done this time. And then Abelio to potentially cut in between the damage of the Masha and save the team. So might be a ban on the Changpeng and hopefully using the segment to reset the Laura. YEONHONG has the option to go for a strong win last pick here. No Jamire, have other option available. What will it be? Is it going to be a Leo? It's going to be a Gani coming out from YEONHONG for the last pick here. A very strong last pick fit into a lot of different control team with one of the best control in the game and one of the best skill 2 in the game as well. And also having the high base speed, building a Gani to follow up after a Laura is extremely easy. So is the ban going to be on the speed lead on both sides to get the first advantage? It's going to be the Oliver ban. It's going to be a Changpeng ban here. But YEONHONG team having the Laura available and the Gani. He's not lacking any strip pushback. So maybe POOLD is a one in a lot of danger. Because if the Laura is speed tuned with the Gani, I think POOLD is going to have to take a lot of damage coming out from YEONHONG. He will, guys. First turn strip, but the Gani is not built fast enough for the Laura. But remember, every Laura in RTA SWC is on Violent. And it will Violent proc. And that's going to triple stun on the side of POOLD. But the Mouse will get the Violent proc. Can he strip stun at this moment on the Masha or the Gani here? He's going to go for the Gani. Doesn't get the stun because of the elemental weakness. No strip on the Abelio, which means Abelio can cut in between. But can he cut in between and save? No. No damage coming from the Masha just yet. It's going to reset the Praha before she will allow the Masha to do damage. Laura going with a sleep proc. 1 proc, 2 proc, 3 proc. Oh my god. She gets the skill 3 back after the turn 1. And the skill 3 is going to allow it to buff the team once again, allowing for more damage on the entire enemy team. The Belio can heal though, but he cannot provoke the Masha with the immunity up. And with a speed buff, that's going to be able to allow Masha to deal a lot of damage on this segment. Segment is going to go down to the Masha. Mouse Violent proc once again out of the stun. But what can he do without a strip? And the Gani is going to reset the potential Laura skill 3 once again. Reset the more for another round of AoE damage. And remember, the Laura can potentially proc again, but she did not get the sleep, unluckily. But this Masha is going in on the Praha. And there's no more. There is some healing left on the Abelio. Can he get it done? He needs to keep this Praha alive. But remember, the Praha is resetted by the Gani. So even if she gets a turn, she cannot perform any healing. The Laura resisted the stun coming out from the Abelio. Big AoE stun the Abelio, slow the Mouse, reducing his damage output. And the Mouse cannot finish off the Gani. The Gani will take down the Praha, get a Violent as well. YEONHONG will reset the Abelio and will reset the chance of POOLD getting another round in this game. This might be GG. Gani will be able to reset somebody once again, but he doesn't even need to. Everyone is having full skill available to them, which means Laura can strip into more control and Masha can actually destroy that Mouse. But she's gonna go for the Abelio instead, because the moment Abelio go down, it is pretty much over. Big AoE coming out from the Laura once again with the protection and the speed buff. Look at that damage on the Abelio. The Abelio is gonna go down, and GG. Another 2-0 in the loser bracket. YEONHONG will move on to the next round.